Hello guys, in this video I'll be showing you quick shortcut keys in broken game that most probably you don't know. So let's get started. First things first, rather than going to the units icon and press on it, you can press on your keyboard the backbit key and it will open. Then you can choose whatever you want. I think the developers will add keys to the categories as well. So if you want to mark on something on the map, rather than going to these markers, you can press F1 or F2, F3 and F4. For example, F1, and mark it with the left mouse button. Now you see here these numbers. These are for grouping your units. For example, let's say I want to use the S300. Rather than each time I want to go to the unit and press on it, you can just press Ctrl+1, for example, and you can group it to number 1. Then if, for example, you want to call it, just press number 1 and it will be selected and you can use it. And same thing for other units and other numbers. For example, let's say I want to group this unit and this unit. You can select them and press Ctrl plus number 2. And whenever you press number 2, they will be selected both. Now let's say you selected 3 units and you group them to number 2. Let's say you selected them and, for example, you want one of them only. You can press on tab. It will select the first one, tab next one, and tab third one, and the last tab will select them all. Now let's say you want to select all of your tanks that are with the same type. Rather than selecting them all like that, you can just press on one and double click on it and it will select all the units that are with the same type. But keep in mind, it must be in the camera's frame. For example, if you selected now double click, this won't be selected. Also, one tip, let's say you want these vehicles to take this path, then this path, then this path, then this path. For some reason, if you want to avoid your enemies, rather than selecting like that, you can press shift and select the right mouse button to select the path like that, and it will go to the same path. Press shift again to see the path. Now if you want to follow your unit rather than just going with WASD, you can just drag your cursor to the icon and scroll wheel up and it will follow it. You can zoom in, zoom out with your scroll wheel. Now let's say you are using your camera WASD and you want to quickly go to somewhere faster, just press shift plus WASD and it will go faster. You can press F7 to show or hide your HUD, but keep in mind that the sights boundaries will be disappeared. I believe that this is a bug that the developers must fix. You can also press F8 for top view camera for some reason if you want to do something, and zoom in, zoom out, but this is also a bug. It only zoom in, it doesn't zoom out, so press F8 again. You can press the middle button of your mouse to rotate your camera. Press enter for quick chat with your allies, or shift enter with all of the players that are in the match. Press the home key on your keyboard to see the land height. In the green one, the land is low, and in the more yellowish one, the land is higher, and as you can see here. Also, one tip for grouping your units. For example, let's say I grouped number 1 these and these to number 2. If you want to transfer the camera to the unit's position, just double press on the group's name. For example, the first group, double press, it will go to them. And for the second group, double press the number 2, it will be transformed to the position. Now let's say you want to drop some supplies over here. You can press on the helicopter and press U and select where you want to unload your supplies, or just double press the U key and it will immediately drop them on the helicopter's position. And let's say you want to transport these supplies to this unit, just press on the helicopter and right click on the supplies. It will take them back and just drop them here. Now let's say you want to deploy these 4 drones. Instead of clicking 4 times to select them all, you can just press shift and select once and it will select them all. Or for example, you can press control and press on the units. Now the difference between shift and control will give you 4x4 units, but the shift key will give you the whole units amount. Now some controls with your vehicles. You can press G to force fire. You can press H to hold fire. Let's say you ordered it to do something and then you want to cancel the order. Just press on E and it will cancel the order. Q to go to attack mode or defense mode. F for fast move. This will let the unit to take the fast path and it will always choose the road. You can press R for reverse and you can press B to let it go to the base and so on. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found benefits with some secret shortcut keys. If you want to watch a complete guide on how to play this game, check out the link in the description or at the end screen. In the time being, peace out. Now about the laser designation, you can press the N button and set it to a target that you want. After that, for example, let's get the F-35B and use the precision strike. For example, let's press it on here. And as you can see, the missile will automatically go to the laser designation target. Of course, the missile should have this icon on it to be able to use the laser designation target. And only these missiles with this icon can use the laser designation target. And literally every weapon that has this icon on it can follow the laser target. For example, I set the target to this vehicle and now I will get the F/8 aircraft to normally fly there and it will automatically launch the missile and strike the target. For example, the GMLRS has this ability. Let me set the target and artillery strike beside the target. You can see here some missiles won't be able to follow the target laser, but this one went to the laser designation target. Now to use the precision strike, let's get the aircraft. Press on the aircraft. You see this icon. It says press P to use it. Let's press P. For example, I want to target this airplane. Just press on this airplane and it will strike towards it. Let's say you want to strike more than once. You can press P more than one time. For example, I pressed 3 times and you can choose where you want to target. For example, I want to target this one and this one and this one. Oh, that's good. You can speed up the aircraft by pressing the Z button. It's called afterburner. Let's say you are in fight and you want to evade the missiles. You can press Z and this will allow the aircraft